Hey everybody, how you doing? It's Renee here. Welcome to my pregnancy vlog and thanks for being here on the Mama Yoga channel. This is my 30th week pregnancy vlog. Woo! I'm at week 30, y'all. What? Oh my God. 30 sounds a lot different than 29, and trust me, it feels a lot different than 29. Um this baby is just growing, as he or she should, rapidly, and taking up much of the space in my uterus. And I'm feeling the arms, the legs, the movements, the little hiccups, and also feeling my Braxton-Hicks contractions. My midwife, I had my appointment yesterday, and she asked me if I was feeling the Braxton-Hicks contractions. And I said, well, I don't know. I'm not really sure. What's it feel like? And she said, well, she said, they're happening, but are you feeling them? And she said, well, your stomach sometimes feels like really tight, and it's just the contractions of the muscles. And I said, yeah, actually, that does happen. Sometimes my stomach just feels like super, super tight. So that's what's been happening. I didn't know that, but um, someone said to me the other day, I was at La Boulange trying to like order something, and I just was like tired all of a sudden. My stomach was all tight, and I leaned up against the wall, and she was like, take your time, girl. She says, probably those Braxton-Hicks. And I was like, oh no, I'm just tired. But she was totally right. It was just like, um, what else has been going on for me this week? Well, as usual, I'm just very happy. My midwife appointment went very, very well. Baby is growing just perfectly, has a very strong heartbeat, and is measuring at 30 centimeters, which she says is just, perfect growth for this stage in the game in the pregnancy. And yeah, I think everything's all good in there. We did a blood draw so we can get my blood type. I was a little nervous about the little needle prick, but it was really actually no big deal. Um, and what else? I have my next appointment in 3 weeks with her, and then they're going to start getting um, week to week to week as this is the home stretch. Like I'm having a baby in 10 weeks or so. So, like I said last week, that's really been settling in, and um, just starting to think about that. Like, I'm going to have a child in my arms very soon, and I'm going to birth this baby very soon. Um, it's quite amazing, actually, to me still. And yeah, it's just such a beautiful thing. What else? Planning my two baby showers. I have one coming up on the 28th, and that one is going to be with a lot of people that knew my husband from when he was a kid all the way up to now, and people that I know as well, and my mother-in-law and my sister-in-law, and probably Skype in my family members who want to attend, the people back home in Louisiana and other places. And then I have another one in July, which is more like a goddess shower, blessing way. So we're going to do lots of really beautiful rituals and things to really prepare for the birth. It'll be more about the baby and prayers and intentions, and setting the tone of the birth, and having all my girls there, and the strong women, that feminine power and those blessings, just to get me ready to channel this baby through to this physical plane, this world. Um, what else? Had a massage. Had a massage. I'm starting to get them every week now. And it's interesting because I had a lot of travel this week. I went to Big Sur. Yeah, I had a massage this week, and I've decided I'm going to start getting them once a week leading up to this pregnancy, and my self care routine and rituals, because my shoulders get tight and my muscles are really working hard to carry the baby weight, so it's been really helpful. But yesterday I had a total like a little meltdown on the table because I I was just really tired and dehydrated and hadn't had enough food that morning. So the whole self-care thing, you have to do it. And you just keep going and going and going, and that's what I did. And I had a tea and I had water, and I woke up that morning feeling dehydrated, so I drank a bunch of water. But then I ran out of the door to get to my massage and didn't take care of like the basics, breakfast, like a real like food. And I did some traveling like a few days before. We went to Big Sur, so that was a lot of driving. I caught in about 5 hours of traffic on the way back. And a pregnant lady in the car, you stuck in the car, you gotta pee, you're tired, blah blah blah. And then came back and then did a photo shoot that the next day, and then got in the car and drove to Ratnaling Buddhist Center, which was beautiful and peaceful, but it was another 3 hours of a drive, spend the night, and then 3 hours back. And then the next morning, I paid the price. So everything was fine, except I didn't get enough to drink, nor did I have enough to eat that morning. So just a little reminder from Miss Self-Care is to actually do the self-care. So I'm learning my limits, and definitely they have changed since I've moved into the third trimester. I have to really pay attention to my energy. So anyway, I learned my lesson to take it easier and slower. This is hard for me sometimes because I'm kind of an on the move type of girl, but I will do it. I will do it, baby. Yeah, so, just gonna take care of myself and really pay attention to resting, eating, drinking lots of fluids, water, to stay hydrated, and, relax, keep my mind loose, keep my heart open, and get ready to birth. What else? Let me look at my little list. I be having to have a pregnancy brain journal, y'all, on my iPhone. I'll be taking notes. Okay, so I was feeling like a little bit of pain, like right in this area. And I thought to myself, I said, maybe I pulled something or whatever. But my midwife, she said, no, you probably just your abdominal muscles stretching. So I don't know if any of you guys have like any of that kind of sensation where you have like this like a little, feels like a muscle pull, but I guess that is what's happening. Your muscles are being pulled. And so that made me feel good that I didn't like hurt myself, doing something. And okay. I'm going out of my order, but whatever. So just back to my massage. Okay, so I had this little meltdown. I was on the table. I was laying, face down with the belly and like the kind of like a little belly cove thing. And I couldn't breathe. I couldn't breathe. The baby was like twitching. She was like digging in deep into the areas where I was sore. And I was just, the music was loud. It was like everything possible that could have been agitating me was agitating me. And so, I was trying to be all zen, and I was like, oh, stay in your heart. It's just your mind. And then my heart was like, girl, you need to get on up because this is not right. And so at some point I just sat up. I was like, I need to stop. When I sat up, like I got dizzy, and she was like, you seem dehydrated. And I was like, I am totally. So I drank a bunch of water. She gave me some snacks. And she said, let's flip you over on your back because you're obviously uncomfortable. I mean, it's still a very awkward feeling for me to lie on my stomach, even during massage, and now that I'm bigger. I just felt like the baby wasn't feeling it, and my maternal instincts kicked in, like, get up. So as soon as I drank water and all that and then flipped on my back, everything was fine. Like, I could relax. And it was just all good. So just relaying that story to just trust your instincts. If something doesn't feel right, or you're like anxious or whatever, like just don't ignore those signs, because they're probably telling you something. It's probably not right, Anyway, that was my experience with the massage, and but then it was really great because I was able to relax, and so let me keep looking at my whole thing. I know this is ridiculous, y'all, but I need it. Um, yeah, so it just reminded me to always ask for what you need. Like really right now, I need food, water, the basics, rest, and being willing to ask for what I need. Like I'm pretty good at it, but I'm constantly working on it to just verbalize my needs and not just suffer through things or be like, oh, okay, it's fine. Like why? That's the whole like antithesis opposite of self-care is like suffering. So don't do it. Um Let's see. I think I'm gonna try this other woman that I'm interested in. She does these like uterine massage, like belly massage. My midwife, she suggested that, and she said sometimes it really helps people have an easier labor because it just keeps that area nice and supple and relaxed. So I'm gonna try that and see, and I'll tell you guys how that was once I try it. Talked about my baby's heartbeat being strong, and oh yeah, so this was another good thing that we spoke about, my midwife and I. And she's not just like some person that tells me about the technical stuff. We talk. She's almost like a little counselor. We talk about what's going on with me emotionally, physically, everything. And so she was just saying, that surrendering, because for me that's been my mantra from the beginning: surrendering, everything I think I know, and just going with the flow of this baby and this process. And she was like, that's really great, and you should definitely be there. She said you should also be in this place of like, anything that happens, like perhaps you just don't know what's going to happen. And so I'm planning a home birth, I'm planning a natural birth, but you never know. And so like to be like not afraid of that too, like to be willing to do whatever needs to be done to get the baby out safely into the world, which I already feel like I'm already there. Like I'm not like, I have to have this baby at home no matter what. Like that's my intention, and that's what I want, and that's what I think is going to happen. But who knows, if something goes wrong, I'm so thankful that I can go to a hospital and I have the help that I need. But that's not the intention I'm setting. So intention I'm setting is to be here in my lovely home with calm and peace and flowers and the people that I want around me in my birth space, and that my baby and I work together to have a really awesome birth. So just wanted to mention that because my whole like way of living and practice is really the middle way, and just not being super extreme on either end. And so I'm really trying to stay in my practice around like just being in the middle, and know that whatever happens is what was meant to happen, and that was a part of my birth experience, and this baby's birth experience, and to honor that as well. So let me see what else. Been having lots of intimate time with my husband, and that's been really beautiful. Travel. We're going somewhere again this weekend. Going to visit the in-laws. Just a little drive, and this time I'm going to take very good care of myself. Um, and yeah, that intimate time has been really sweet. We really made the intention to spend a lot of time together, to travel, to just enjoy these last few moments of silence, and um, and us just being the two of us, obviously the three of us, but the two of us, um, just to keep connecting on deep levels and get ready for the baby to come into our space. So if you can do that, I would really encourage you to just drop in and get deep with your partner. If you have a partner, to really do that. Not like just brush by each other like, oh yeah, it's just another day, we're having a baby. It's not just really another day. You're having a baby. It's like a big deal. And I think that if your foundation is strong with your partner and the love is there, that it only makes the experience better. At least it's been my experience in other aspects, with other things. So that, and then what else did I want to say? Talked about the Braxton-Hicks, preparing for my showers. That's it. Oh, for the showers. Sorry I'm so scattered, you guys. For the showers, I don't know, I'm sure you guys have thought about this, but one good thing, one thing that I'm doing is I have a few stores that I love outside of like car seats and bottles and things like that. But I have a few stores that I love that I'm just going to do gift certificates for. I'm going to have like a little link where people can go and they can contribute to a gift certificate. And that way I can get the things that I want because I don't know the sex of my baby, so I don't really want like, a bunch of pink, blue, or random stuff. And I know that I can get things that I will really love, beautiful cottons and soft fabrics and cute things, my style of what I think I'd like to dress my child. So it's just an idea. If you're thinking about, planning your baby shower, think about picking out the stores you love and adding those to your registry so people can just, call up, say, I want to put $50 on Renee's gift credit for la 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 la, and then you have what you want. Just a little tip. And now it's time for me to show you my bump. Okay. Thanks for listening. I know it was long and scattered and rambled. So do my little chow. Here's my baby bumper from the front. Hey, baby. And this is the side view. You see, I'm telling you, it's getting bigger. It's like, and from the other side, and from the back, hey. So keep moving, you guys. Keep moving. Do your yoga, take walks, get in your hips, shake them around. Keep it juicy in there. Keep it juicy in there. And I love you very much. Thank you so much for being here as usual. And I will see you next week for my 31-week pregnancy vlog. Leave me some comments. Tell me what you think. Tell me what's going on with you this week. What are you doing? Are you planning your registry? Are you buying strollers? Are you resting? What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? I want to know. I want to know. I want to know. All right. I love you. Much love. Baby says bye. See you later.